again, safer. There's, like, nothing here. Yeah, let's begin. The data you carry, it's vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. We're gonna move some crew around. So the crew we least want to get mind controlled is the pilot, so that's why the slug's there. And we put the rock here because these are our most important systems in the early game, and this way the rock just doesn't have to go far to do repairs. We'll try and do some low O2 exploits. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Asteroid field. Absolutely not. What are we? How do we operate in an ion? We got 7 reactors, so we'll have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that almost kind of makes sense. I really don't know if we're supposed to go to nebulas or not. Not this nebula. This nebula is garbage. Okay. Anti-drone against that. Nice. What was that? What are you doing? What? I've never seen that before. Oh, I got a shield bubble up. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was so thrown by the fact that that anti-drone shot at a non-existent entity. That was wild. Okay, we'll try. I figure we have 1 shot to set up the mini beam. I figure we have 1 shot to set up the mini beam. Huh. Trying to think of, could I have turned this into like a training ship? Like we blow up 4 of these, and then we have the shield drone. Seems a little far-fetched. We'll take a smattering of weapon training, that'll do. Alright, not taking any damage, seems nice. 16 bucks, okay. We need 25. 25 is, let's get a buffer point in our weapons, which is important. Okay. Missile shoots across your bow. They don't have a missile weapon. We weren't expecting company. Stay out of this, and you could profit. Ooh. Okay, 6 plus 8 doesn't get me to my 25 scrap. That's kind of important. It is a heavy laser, which our shield charge could take. We can swap off, so I think we'll try to be a hero here. And like, this fight's shouldn't be bad. It's only a problem if the mini beam decides to like really act up. Turn the drone off, wait a frame, put it back on. Okay, there's a fire that's already vented. Hey, Bliss. Yeah, I don't know what it was doing. There's the NG there. That's a little bit unfortunate. But we got both their weapons offline. This is already vented. Wow, they're offering me a whole one more scrap. Yeah, no. This is the reason I did the swipe down here, is I wanted to pull the pilot in case they were trying to run away. $20 and a store. Oh, that's very interesting. Now, if a store is selling systems, it will have to sell us shields. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Hello, Monty. Monty wishes to be the mantis. All right, when we get first mantis is yours. Too many runs. Monty Mantis. Stealth C. Well, I would like the heavy laser. I don't think I can take the heavy laser. I think the first thing is getting the buffer point. I was trying to see if there'd be like a way that I could go back to the store. I don't think so. Yeah, we just need the security. Being able to take like one hit in the weapons and not die. Well, being able to take one hit in the weapons and our weapons are still fully functioning is like the best thing you can do with scrap right now. And so, like, heavy laser obviously slots in there, like, really nice. But essentially, I would need, like, a free pre-igniter this next jump. That seems unlikely. I also have to be sort of mindful. So, suns are not super bad. They still can be. But as long as you have a Zoltan shield pip from the shield drone, you're okay. Like, it's just, it actually sees that as a shield. Asteroid fields are a completely different thing. Oh, gross. Very, very gross weapon setup. Interesting. Was I supposed to have let that hit? Okay. So the reason I said maybe I was supposed to let that hit. Oh, that's the weapon that came offline. That's surprising. I would have thought the flak came offline. Okay, then. So we have to keep toggling off the drone every time it gets hit, because the second revolution is slower. Like every Every time you have another shield up here, it's slower to add one. I don't know why they did that. Like, it's already really bad. So... Like, we want this for this, because this is super... They're both dangerous. So the idea would be, like, I needed to drop this so that the heavy actually hits it, and that way I can have it up before this fires again. But they're both potentially dangerous, because this can just also wipe out your weapon system. No problem. Also, hello, Zap. Monty with the 3 streak. We're about to get crunched in piloting. Oh, that's, yo, you're 100%, you're like correct. Yeah, because it's running. It's super aggressively power swaps. Right. No, that's, yes. Didn't get the crew kill, but that was never gonna happen. $12. Yeah. I forgot when they're running away, they do try to... Like, they're really, really aggressive about their swaps. As much as I like to go this way, this all being forced, I don't like it. I don't... Okay, where are we at on oxygen? Always have to double check. I don't think we have to reset the slug's health. They only took the 15, right? Yeah, and then they'll get back 8. Practically half. Okay. Next. Ship needs so much money, but we do get a lot safer with the buffer point. Hacking's rough. Okay, the hack my weapons. I'm slow. Weapons get hit. Things go really badly. I can start punching down doors now. I can get the shield drone up, though. My weapons fire at the same time about theirs do. Yeah, I think we deploy it even if they do hack it and I lose the drone part. Oh, doors are engine hack. Wow, clean. These kind of like ships, it's difficult to determine when you can actually take fights and when you can't. Like, hey, they hack my weapons and they get to fire first and the mini beam hits here and starts fire, then that's a really bad fight. Is that enough? If the hack hits here, I won't be able to get a drone at par down in time. They get to fire. Well, I do have a buffer point in my weapons, so I think all in all, that's in our favor. Or, like, we're not at enough of a disadvantage. Oh, you suck. Okay.
I'm watching you.
Thanks for the follow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna be tough to really have enough to justify going to that store, but we'll try. Yeah, we don't want asteroid fields. Those are really scary for us. Okay, interesting. Random. It seems unlikely that it gets its crew kills unless I have to upgrade my weapons again. Well, no, wait. This is only 1 power. Like, it takes 20 seconds to charge, minus, timings, and they have to fix the shield bubble. Maybe. They're gonna ask me to, like, crew kill, and they're like, hey, you have fire beam. You can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's a disease spreading virulently. Take $7. Uh-huh. Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. Now, chat, we're the good guys. Drone schematic and high scrap. Medium scrap. And low scrap. Look. And justify the means there. It's a blue option. $21 and another anti-combat drone. Crow, you wouldn't. It's so much money. It is so much money. 1, 2, 3. Can we go to the store with 67 scrap? Actually, it's more than 67 scrap, though. $42 plus 67 equals 109 plus 30. We could buy a shield. Oh, wait. Oh, this is disgusting. Hello, Dern. How did you know? How did I know? I'm just special this way. Okay, so... Oh, man. We might not be able to go to the store. Oh no, I was already thinking of doing 1, 2, 3. Oh, all right. I was thinking that this store was different. Like this was my set pathing, and that now I go to the store, I wouldn't be able to reach the exit. Particularly when the fleet is halved. Yeah. No, we're fine. Die? Oh my gosh. No. Ooh. Okay. Choices. Definitely don't need another anti-drone. Wow, the choice between the stunner or the burst laser. So the burst laser, I would sort of have to get another weapon upgrade, and that kind of puts me in a bind in Sector 2. Though it has better long-term value for us. We can just cloak, right? We don't have cloaking. We have no scalable defenses. I think, oh, and there's also a defense 2. Defense 2 is better than the shield drone, but it also I also have to upgrade this. It doesn't solve everything. What a choice. Why do I like Stealth C? I like the Stealth C because of this. You go to a store, like most ships, you go to a store and it's okay, we buy the weapon, we buy hacking, and we go. But here, like, we have 3 real potential purchases we could have. This is not the worst stealth ship. That's also true. Image reads. Defense 2 is basically a shield, yes. I think we take the ion stunner. So we don't have to upgrade weapons. It's a little bit better against, well, I guess it's it's technically the same against Zoltan shields. Yeah, it's just that I don't have to do the weapon commitment. I mean, technically we could buy the 2 shots and then we could just have this 4-shot weapon system without having to go mini beam when it requires. I think this is too expensive and... I'm sorry, we're gonna be here a while. Tiger 21 US, hello, hello. Man, so like if the next sector is bad, like it's a store we can't get to or whatever, it's like, man, I really wish I had the charge laser so I could have a better shot against 2 shielded ships. But I guess I'm still firing 3 shots. Right? They jump faster than light, but they do allow store decisions to happen. Shh. Oh, this is such a choice. Yeah, I took a long break from FTL. I don't know how long we're gonna stick around with FTL. There are actually a couple games I still want to play, but it's been nice to kind of de-rust. All right, how's it going? It's going. We're still alive. We actually haven't taken a lot of damage. Sector 1's been pretty solid. It's just we're at a store and I'm trying to determine whether I want the ion stunner or the burst laser. Okay, hold on. 84 minus 50 equals, gets me down to 34, plus 25, plus 15 and 30. 104. It doesn't put me that far off of shields, but if I added another 15 scrap, then it's like $6. I mean, you nowadays and work typical hours, so I can really catch a live. Aw. I forgot. I think I did decent with like EU audiences because I used to. Well, I stream earlier than I used to stream at like midnight Eastern Standard Time, and now we're starting typically around 8. So I'm 4 hours earlier. And then, of course, there's also always just random daylight savings time. It's totally random. Don't try to say there, oh, no, it's on this day. No. 15 bucks is like an extra jump. I think I'm going to go Stunner. I think if we get stuck in Zoltans, I'm going to kind of like it better. I think the 15 scrap is kind of a deal, even though this is, and all the other reasons. It's a real tough call. I don't know if I sell Fire Beam, because there's not like an upgrade I do on the ship right now that I need to spend the money on. Okay, we're not going to an asteroid field. It is an ion storm. Well, we have at least improved our offense. We haven't died. Intruders on board. Okay, so this is gonna be like a real problem. We're basically gonna lose everybody. There's not really like two ways about it. All right, well, maybe, I don't know. It's a little bit unfortunate. We took no damage. Got a little bit of extra money. Suppose if I was cleaner there, we could have saved the training here. Oh, we even had the repair training. Oh no. Whatever. At least they brought money for snacks. Wait till Oxygen gets 50%. Still trying to do some smart targeting manipulation. Exit. No. Next sector. Engia rebelled into Uncharted. Okay. Well, we're definitely going NG sector. More stores. Immediate store is immediate. NG Rebel. That's not a thing. Okay, they do have shields here. Let's calculate what it's going to take me to get them. 64 plus 25 plus 30 plus... Interesting. All right, Fire Beam definitely goes. $89 plus... come on. There. 89 plus 15 plus 17 equals 121. So I wouldn't be able to get shields if I sold one of these anyways. All right, so normally I keep the anti-drone here. Boy, knowing that I have Uncharted next sector really makes long-range scanners tempting to hold on to. But also makes me want to, like, get as much fuel as I can. Right? Give them a chance to shine. That small difference about because we didn't we bought the stunner instead of the other weapon. With 15 scrap actually is making a difference here. Okay. This is helpful in bad fights. Really wish I could have kept scanners, but here we are. Now you're invincible. I don't know. Everything I've seen from the TV show Invincible, that seems like I'll take a lot of damage and nearly horribly die every week. Okay, training ship for weapons. And very crew killable. All right, so we're just gonna wait for the NG to board. Then we'll get weapons training. Then I'll turn my oxygen on. Is this the cartoon? A lot of people like it. I don't know, I kind of got lost over the animation. Like, they do bring it up during some of the fights, but in a lot of other sequences, it is very stagnant. People argue they just spend a whole bunch of their budget on voice actors. Come on, get below 15. There we go. Crow doesn't understand how they... Also, hello, Zamith. I don't know, like, for me, like, I don't particularly read comics for the power fantasy elements of it, you know, and this series is very much like, I mean, there's this alien society, and that, like, strength is the ultimate determinant of, like, how right you are. But there's also, like, sort of the coming age of tale kind of thing. I don't know. It doesn't quite go for me, but a lot of other people seem to enjoy it. It's huge in the comic book collecting marketplace. Let me tell you how unbelievably expensive and in-demand Invincible comic books are. Invincible issue 1 in a 9.8 will now set you back about $5,000. That's a hunk of change. Yeah. Like it just, like a raw copy is going to be like 1,000 or so, at least, probably. Key issues with like appearances. I think I recently saw a 9.8 of the first appearance of Battle Beast, and they wanted like 1,200. So it is very much all the rage. Will it die down once the series does? Sure. Okay. Zoop. Nice! Extra fuel out of storage. That is a crew kill reward. Oh. Buffer point and shields. Sure. No, not Mallet. Also, Zmith wanted to get on board. See that? You have been reborn. Which is like, that's a ton of money for like a newish book. Like, of course, it also depends, because like a Crow #1, which is older, and is also very difficult to get in high grades because of like the cheap paper it was made on, it being an all black cover, but it's also not technically the Crow's first appearance. Like used to be like 18 grand, but now they're only like 6. And that had like 4 movies and a TV show. What appeared to be a single damaged ship is in fact 2 ships. We'll ignore them. Nope, we're not even reading it. Moving on. Moving on. Sure. The store is good, but the money has not been good. Money's been very poor. Is this the 3rd time in a run? Like, we got a free halberd last run, and I think we got a free halberd the run before it. You know, and I can't deny the mash. I can't. How could I possibly do that? Okay, so potential in-game weapons there. 3 shots and a halberd beam. Yeah, we still have to replace the center, but that's, yeah, that's a pickup. Yeah, actually we had 2 free halberds the previous run. I don't have an NG. Oh, we have an ion. Oh my gosh, we have an ion for high scrap reward. 19 bucks. Okay. Reporting for duty. Thank you, Ion. Yes. Yeah. That's so funny. So because we picked up the Ion versus the other weapon, we were able to afford the shield without having to sell the anti-drone, or vice versa, the long-range scanners, and then we're able to get a 19 scrap reward here instead of 0. But again, in the short term, we knew it was going to be better. I should have probably got shields too. Next sector, Uncharted Nebula. Value! I love value. I hate value. Also, hello, FIFA 13 demo. Instant store. Okay. On a positive, it's not the Nebula store, so there should still be a Nebula store. It's a very forward exit location. How many reactor do I have? 7? Ugh. I kind of just want to go for fuel, which I don't love going there just for fuel. But I can't buy power if it's Nebula jumps anyways. I am concerned about running out of fuel jumping through a bunch of Nebula, and I might not see another store. Yeah, because I kind of don't have access to here and this layout and that jump as well. You know what? Let's just farm up for the store. That's not normally what I do, but I may not see the beacons down here. I don't think I'm... Like, and I don't even know if I would have enough money to do anything with them. Yeah. I think that's the right call. Gross. Because we saw low-range scanners, we were not able to continuously track them, and they got away. Okay, well... We did 2 jumps, and we got no fuel, which makes me now really want to visit the store. Funny how that works. Interesting. $32.54 plus the stunner, or I could sell the anti-drone to get the flak. Oh, okay, I gotta do this math now. Ugh, this is messy. 20 plus 32 equals 52. Plus 17 equals farb. I could buy the flak, and I could buy 1 fuel. I don't think we can do that. I think we just buy all the fuel. Rather than light. I mean, if this next jump is amazing, we'll go back, but... this is starting to be... The Halberd Beam is a nice pickup, but I do need money. This is a very, very scrap-hungry ship. It demands a lot of money to keep going. Yeah, this is why I wanted to potentially buy more ions, or a reactor. Should only be level 1 engines. Okay. We just run with 1 shield. Oops. That came a little bit early. All right, I was off there. That's fine. Wow, I've been struggling to get these to line up. Okay, center of the door, just as it gets highlighted, and then be as far away. Easy. That's how that gets done. That mini beam came up pretty quickly. Quick 3 swipe. No. 25 bucks. Money! Yeah, I don't think I can go back for it. That door was still open. Try that again. Hey, Kaiser. Thank you. We are trying. Man, not being able to see a store this sector is, it's a little bit spooky. So I still can't buy a single, like this won't change anything that happens in a nebula, and power-wise we're fine for normal fights, so we're not buying the reactor here. But like I couldn't sell the weapon to get like, oh, I didn't really think about going flak in charge as your weapons. Like, then that's probably enough, like a 3-power weapon setup. Piloting event? What sector are we in? We're in sector 3. Could it just be double drones? Another fun new crow yesterday. Played some Spire and drawing game. We have more hours of you, crow. Yeah, just collect us all. Can't really like train evasion here. Okay, so this is not the store. There's like 5 beacons I'm not going to be able to see. All right, then we just backtrack the other direction. Yes, yes. Yes. I would like some money. A rock armored transport nearby looks to have lost its bearings. When you hail, they grow suspicious. Whatever life forms you are, we find you repugnant. Rude. We ask no aid. We seek no aid. Leave now. But one of my crew is a rock. Friend. Rock friend. Okay. Okay, let's check something out. Mike, how many bombs do auto scouts have? They have 10 missiles. They have 10 missiles and it's an ion bomb. No. If it was a small bomb... If it was a small bomb, I think we could, like, we could, like, wait out the process and then, like, train evasion. Hey, Azrael. Love Stealthy. Yeah, I like I said, I like the ship. It has a lot of interesting decisions, but boy, does it need money. It's just bad with money. Hopefully this is a store. 1, 2, we got like 3 jumps left. Love the paint shop. Okay, we got lucky that these beacons were not the store. I haven't even seen the store yet. 1, 2. Wow, it's not a good store. We buy battery, because again, I had been wanting to buy power, so that's a pretty cheap alternative. It's saving me $5 right now. This is not good. Sector 4 is where you start seeing 3 shielded ships. So I have to land every single shot. That's not where I want to be. All's okay. This is what it is. None of these help me suppress shields. Like, we would have picked up a combat drone. Yeah, I think we were in the position we would have picked up a combat drone. Oh, nice. Do I pick up a beam drone? 3 shots setting up the beam drone? Gosh, it's so much worse. Charge laser, and I can upgrade weapons 1 time. We sell the stunner, we could do it twice, but then that's the other projectile weapon. Maybe we just see a store early next sector, sell stunner by hacking. You know, it's a bad ship. Yeah. Yeah. I have $17. Yeah, I know. So selling my anti-drone doesn't get me enough money to get the, to go, like, 3 shots. Okay, so if I run into 3 shielded ships, I just need to land every shot. That's basically not going to happen. If I sell everything, then I put myself in a position where I only have to hit 2 shots and I have a weapons buffer. So I have to sell the anti-drone now just as a potential option. Gross. Yeah, I think I have to. Well, at least it's NG. Okay, that's only letting me see 1 beacon. I'm sweating, waiting for us to get the Halberd Beam online. We could do it now. And we have 2 shots, and it's just like if we get hit in the weapons, we don't do anything. And it does give me something against 2 shielded ships, or 3 shielded ships. If they have DD2, then there's like no chance we're doing anything anyways. Yeah. So this is why if we went the dual laser, we'd feel better now because we get the dual laser online and we have 4 shots with the mini beam and we'd be like, oh, okay. That's not bad. But we would have way less scrap. We'd be 30 less scrap than where we are now. Technically, it still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope for a store. Might just have to run more than anything. Yeah, just run away. I mean, I got battery power. I'm like 1 reactor really short of still running stuff. While still keeping up the possibility of being able to buy things in a store. I think we just kind of have to hold what we have now. Find a store with hacking so we can jumpstart our offense. Well, not jumpstart, but like leap our offense. I could just get a buffer point in my weapons. $26 plus 32. 20, 60. That gets me to 60 scrap. Yeah, I think I have to. Barb. Store. 69 in a store. Okay, am I just going immediately to store then? Got all stressed out. Maybe everything just works out just fine. Just kidding. The defense drone, though. I don't know why Crow doesn't find free stuff every jump, right? So silly. What am I even doing? Oh, another store? Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's buy the defense drone. But yeah, let's buy the defense drone. We've kind of tanked up. We just buy the defense drone and fuel. DD, oh, you're not kidding? You're not kidding. 2 runs ago that like I said, we ended up running into like 21 missile ships. All right, farm up for this store. See. Hey. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think that we do that. Let's go ahead and buy 1 more reactor before we do this, because we're still very light. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and get money. Okay. So if it's coming from this direction, it's either this system, or this system. Oh, it's coming from this way? Okay, then we let it land. Also, it should start punching down doors. Oh, that's not doing anything. Okay, good enough. All right, we are safe. Okay. Did a little punchy on the door. And G's just fixed things incredibly quickly. Is there a better swipe here? I honestly don't think so. Like, taking their weapon offline. I know this is a force swipe. There's just more damage. They're gonna fix it quickly anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we take it. Possibility it drops the DD2. It did not. I'm hacked. Can't do anything about it. Yeah. Come on. Oof. Okay. Spooky. B2. What? I don't even know what that is. Hey, Dick Dog. I still got 2 jumps before I even go back to the base. Or the store. Jeez. Okay, everyone's back where they're supposed to be. Just free stuff. Looking for a less incompetent captain? Too bad. Hacking! Okay, I mean, we're obviously not using this. Alright, we actually got ads incoming. Let's take a 3-minute break. Get up, stretch, refill beverages, whatever you need to do. And then we'll think about how we're gonna do this. Really would like hacking. Anyways, we'll be back. 3 minutes. Thanks for hanging out. And like 10 seconds. Correct play to sell stunner. Zip. All right. We are back. First thing we do is buy all the fuel. First thing we do is we buy all the fuel. Too bad you don't have enough scrap to buy hacking. Part of me thinks the option might be that we just upgrade weapons and we don't take hacking. Gosh, this is essentially a repeat of last run, which is a couple projectiles, setting up halberd beam behind shields, and a defense drone. Yeah. I had to buy all the fuel. Like, we had to buy all the fuel. So, like, yeah, if we sell 60, 70, 80, we could sell these two. Instead of the stunner. I'd rather keep the defense drone. Mini beam we don't need. It's just selling the stunner. Do I sell the defense drone or do I sell the stunner? Stunner isn't even online. It won't be online for a while. It's not that true. We start getting way more money. 2 shots in level 1. Hacking. But a halberd beam that, well, technically has a buffer point. We were running our game at 30 FPS. Our level 1 hacking always takes down 2 shields. And then it's like a really good option. But we don't. We run at native 60. Gosh, that's such powerfulness. Yeah, like, I don't want to sell the defense drone in lieu of this. It kind of makes me feel like we're just more vulnerable, even though hacking's really good. It's like I respect it enough that I'm actually just thinking about keeping what we have and not buying hacking. Like, once we go with Shield 3 and Defense Drone, like, it's 3 shots. Like, we'll get there and just need another weapon. You're fine hacking later, where if I get hacking now, we run into, like, a 3 shielded ship. It's gross. Sell the mini beam, go ion intruder. Yeah, you never buy ion intruder. You don't buy boarding bots. They're both really awful. Well, I don't think there's a world. Well, I mean, then if I'm not buying anything, then there's no point selling it, because maybe it enables a one-shot build later. Three shots against three shielded ships. Nah, I think we're gonna need the hacking for scaling. Yeah. Okay. The choice was made. This is not a bad fight, except for this. Always be hacking. You like this watch? Just shows up gravel voice. It's another ion bomb. Yeah, I know. Like, there's no chance. Yeah. Let's try and make a training ship, right? Nope. Train shields farm. Ugh. We can't. Well, we could have once they ran out of bombs. All right. I almost certainly need another reactor. Okay. Then can upgrade hacking. I was kind of afraid of that. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, maybe we're just buying fuel. Intruder on deck. I really would like to, as much as I want Monty on board and get the crew would be nice, I really don't want damage and potential high scrap rewards. So taking the Mantis, it's a coin flip whether you get the Mantis or you get that outcome. Okay, okay. Another. And do I just love having to buy all the fuel? Well, I don't now. Now I don't have enough for stun bomb. One halberd ought to be enough for everybody. Generally, it is. Gross. Do I want level 2 hacking, or do I, like, take it, not do an upgrade now? Next sector, set 37 bucks, doesn't buy me anything. It doesn't buy me anything. You would go for stun bomb? Yeah. All right, level 2 hacking is probably the next bet. Do I just get it now then? Probably. Yeah. Okay, can't do anything else for $2, correct? No? Man, having to keep buying fuel is like... Wait, is this the ASB event? Yes. Okay, so 2 times we get low scrap. 1 time we get boarded and there's a pirate ship. The other one we get boarded and there's an ASB. We are really not in a position to deal with boarders. Boy, we're not in a position to deal with boarders and run from an ASB. No. Civilian. We definitely don't want to be hanging around in nebulas. Great, if they could bury the 2 stores there. Okay, not instantly dead. They are running away, though. Jeez. Maybe we just hack their weapons and let them go. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hack their weapons and let them go. This is way too dangerous. Okay, now we're really not going anywhere. All right. Okay. I was a little bit early, but I was thinking that I might actually turn it off depending on which weapon went offline. Like if this is fine, like we just got jammed on scrap and this is a ship that just can't handle it. Like it just cannot handle not getting a bunch of money. Like, we got the halberd, which is really helpful, but again, like, that's not money to buy the upgrades. Guy just left for the loots. Yeah, that was a tough bit. It's okay, we're still alive. We still have the 2 key systems and we have weapons to get into. We just, like I said, this is, I need FTL to let me up off the ground. I can't fight in ion storms, I just can't hang around in nebulas. Okay, you shut down my engines. I'm pretty much going to allow that. You have 3 shots and mind control. Level 1 mind control. Okay. Okay, so I can hurt them. Gosh, they have a billion crew, though. Yeah, sometimes you just get these runs where you're just waiting for FTL to do something that is like within the realm of average. I mean, like if it just pushes you behind and you're just stuck there, you can't do anything about it. All right, Ion, get some sleep. Okay, 44 bucks. I feel like I almost have to go this way just because, or maybe a store, or do I just, like if I find a weapon, I can't even get the weapon online right now. How much reactor do I have? Is it enough to like 11? So I get 5. That's... No, I get 6. That's not enough. No. Then some runs you get, yeah, like, I mean, our Slug A run, they gave us so much stuff. Like, that run was, like, really, really easy. I just kind of mucked up phase 1, the flagship fight. Like, that was the only part we ever got, like, really in trouble. The last 3 runs have been struggles. We had a boarding ship where we just fought a bunch of auto ships and missiles, and then the run before, last run, we just, no stores sold systems, and they didn't sell weapons. We saw 12 stores and only saw 9 weapons. And so, like, that was a long one. Okay. Well, I know those aren't stores. Like, we have the parts. Okay, don't need the defense drone here. Other weapons are definitely going to fire. I could desync them. And then I just need all my shots to land. Or we hack and force them to have to double tap our weapons to get through. I don't even think that's the threat. All right, let's just shoot some drones down. Okay, we got a dodge. I think I'd rather just hurt them. Okay. Yeah, like, this position has basically occurred in the last 3 runs. Which is wild. Of, like, an underpower. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're nowhere near getting it online. I don't think we go to store immediately. Like, I'm gonna need it. Like, yep. Like, the fact that this is, like, 7 power isn't super, super great, but yeah, no, it's fine. Okay. Three times worse than Vulcan, but beggars can't be choosers. We are definitely beggars at this point. It has no shield. So, like, maybe a little bit of an opportunity to train up. You jerk. Gosh darn it. It's not the one I wanted to go offline. The other one. I don't want to take damage. But, like, yeah, I mean, I want to take the opportunity to get a little bit of training if possible. Like, this would have been so much better, but no. There we go. Fixed it. Kind of. No, I mean, I don't know. Do we put you in shields training? No speed hacking. No, the doors. The doors. Come on. I think we got like 3 dodge. Which is terrible. It's a terrible amount of dodge. Five away, 4 away. Are we just hitting the store? We taking another jump? I guess it depends on how much money I get. No. That's a lot of money. Probably not. No, 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 no. That's only for weapons. I don't have a free drone button. Or a free weapon button. There are no free buttons. Hey, Yatra, thank you. Right, we have weapon. We have weapon. Goes your keyboard? How? Whoa! Whoa, what? What is this? No free button, get a bigger controller, or we will file a complaint with the FTL police. Who do you think's in charge of the FTL police? Who else would it be? There's no one else. There's no one above me. Rolo Tomasi. All right. Okay, we do have weapons. I was like, oh man, this doesn't have weapons, but we buy cloaking. We buy fuel. Okay. That's actually a decent store there. Yeah. Well, like I said, we were waiting for FTL to let us off the mat. And it finally happened. We're now, like, off the mat. I don't think it's, like, 100% guarantee we win, but free weapon into a bunch of money, allowing me to get my final system is, like, that was a lot that just happened in 3 jumps. Yeah, Yatra will always think you stopping by. Have a good lurk. Do I buy repairs? All right, let's do the buy the repairs thing. Yeah, we were limping for a very long time. LRS. But I think we played really well to our outs. Artemis. Yeah, this is the first time we've had cloaking in like the last 3 runs. Cool. Also, remember where your crew is supposed to be. Okay, just keep that missile offline. Again, just a little bit of extra training here and there. Weapons, free drones. So this fight crew is going to manifest a free pre-ignite or surrender offer. Gosh, that would actually be really funny if that happened. By the way, this is an important lesson for would-be streamers out there. These are the things you want to do. You want to call these shots. You want to be like, oh man, like we just got a pre-igniter, because then it happens and there's a clip of it. And then you're on your way to stardom. Yeah, this good fight could be here for a bit. Nice. Alright, got 2 engines. Don't need to shoot them. Now we have 4 more evasion. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Exciting min-maxing in FTL. Really fortunate that the Artemis is the weapon that went offline. We used to really know what weapons were going to go offline. Now we kind of don't, or the formula is really complicated. So I guess it means only Mike would know then. It used to be just like which weapon had the least amount of charge in it. But Artemis is faster than the heavy laser. But this is slot 3? This is slot 1? Am I mixing that up? I really don't want to actually kill the Mantis. We like that the Mantis is doing the repairs there. So the Mantises have normal speed, so it's 25 seconds to do repairs. But because the room is hacked, it's doubled. So it's 50 seconds for them to do one level of repair. When it does that. You always have to be tricky with battery. So like here, we had this fake battery and this was ioned out. And so it actually, when the battery dropped, it goes, oh, well, you had power in here. We're gonna take the power here and put it over there. But I expect it to just naturally transfer over the shields when they become no longer ioned. So just very quickly, you're missing a shield bubble. FTL's like, I'm helping. I guess there's also a potential concern. It like tries running away. Some good dodges. All right. The concern of them running away is now real. So he was over there, he's counting. I'm counting. I really prefer there to be two. Money. Okay. Cool. Okay, 3 shields, mind control, 3 shots. If we halberd beam, it's 2 force damage. Generally, we should be safe after it. There's no cloaking. No bio swipes for the bio kill. Oh my gosh. EKAG, no. Like, no. No. You do have to be really careful in FTL, like what ships can run away and which ones can't. I see people, you know, and that's happened to me as well, where you set up for these like crew kills, and then they just like FTL's charging and they're gone in like 15 seconds. All right. And it's just like, oh no. I needed like, now I have to land this volley. And if they have cloaking, they're just gone. It's just like, okay, so we're venting you out. So that problem takes care of itself. Gosh, you can hit for 2 damage. That's like a real problem. I think we got to long haul this one. Like, use hacking to desync and just try to chip them away. Oops. So I just need to land both shots. They have a buffer point in their shields. Definitely not what we wanted to see. Let's pre-cloak. So we pre-cloak, this will fire into our 2 shields and we're 100% safe. Okay, level 4. The ion hits at 5 seconds. This recharges and fires anyways. Close doors, vent this room out. Yeah, but the Zoltan's not even close to there. That was weird. Yeah, like, we might not be able to kill them, but we're not going to take any damage, so... Okay, cool. They've offered us to surrender. That means they cannot run away anymore. It entered engines? That's so weird. Nice. Get over there. GG's. Okay. We made sure that we could survive the fight. Full engines training, almost full pilot training. Let's go to the store. Okay. Level 2 that. Thank you. Normally, like, fighting enemy ships, killing them is the best option of survival. Like, they just go hand in hand. Then they flex it. The Zoltan was in the doorway of mine when the control happened. Okay. Yeah, Zoltans are weird. They don't, like, power swap properly. Which is funny, because they have, like, excess power. Okay, so now that we're safe, we should probably try to get the weapon online. Actually, I kind of just like the idea of getting a buffer here anyways. I know we don't have 100% cloak, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jump is safe. Howdy. Tuco. Alright, 2 damage to their weapon system and the fight becomes safe. So we can hack shields, pre-cloak, hit this, and then just... that's it. No fuss, no muss. Okay. One, two, three, four. So the other two crew will board eventually. I think then things get a little bit interesting. It would get more interesting if I thought I could kill them. Oh! Okay, that is very far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Crow, how would you get a crew kill here? Level 1 clone bay. Just a distraction swipe? If I knew how much health they were at, I could just do a long cloak. Wow, they have a bunch of health. Jeez. Shoot, they had too much health. I couldn't see them, so I just had to guess. Oh, right. Also, the FTL is charging. Yeah, we just killed them now. Good job. I mean, like, if I hit engines, they move down there, but I don't know what's getting repaired and when. Okay. That was the last jump, right? No, there's one more. We should probably wait for oxygen to get back up. Okay. So we can get to weapon 6. And then maybe hire crew because we only have 3 and that's really not a lot of crew. Yes, thank you, thank you. Garbage O2. Double rewards? No real way to technically force this fight to be safe. But this actually is a problem that suppresses for long and no. Okay, I think we're fine. We'll just do it this way. We're just gonna have to wait a very, very long time for 2 charged laser shots to actually line up. Okay, and then we just have to wait. So we're using the cloaking and oops. The cloaking, the duration of the cloaking lets our hacking come off cooldown, and then the duration of the hacking lets our cloaking have cooldown. It's a pretty busted system. Okay, let's make this easier. That's easier. Particularly when they don't have any piloting. Maybe we just get reactor. Rock or Zoltan. I mean, I can do Rock Live Mine event, so whatever. Distress. 6 in a reactor. Now we have 3 shots setting up our halberd beam. Practically unstoppable. Now I need money. Zamith, you're not doing so hot with these giant alien spiders. No. It's a lot of bombs. We'll just play it safe. They are no joke, yeah. Really? Really should have crew there. Really should have oxygen there. Yeah, enemy ship running away. And there are Zoltans. Oh, I was supposed to hack there. Very fortuitous. That hit me in the weapons. There's a decent chance they just get away. No. He said setting up for crew kills. Yeah. Then they tried running away. Like, ideally, the two boarders get low enough on health. Yeah, not having sensors makes it a little bit trickier to use O2 to lower them a lot. +1 being a rock. Reactor. Okay. Yeesh. Those are weapons. That's a rock. Yeah. This weapon system is way too disgusting. Plus, I'm in an asteroid field. Oh, maybe I should have switched to the charge laser for 2 shots. Do I still do that now? Versus the halberd beam? Not like I'm gonna get it offline anyways. Maybe just put out the defense drone. Just to buy us a little bit of extra time. And with nobody on weapons, you actually can double hack. Cool. Okay. Let's try and save some crew health if possible. Really would like not to reset their training. Oh, that's right. Smith did it. The spoilers. All right, we got ads incoming again, so we'll be taking another 3-minute break. Let those run. Distress. I'm just curious, what's the distress beacon? Oh! Ooh. What augment will we get? Pre-igniter, 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 pre-igniter. Someone said I get a free one earlier. Has to happen now. No, I think they accused me of having a free pre-igniter button, so we don't get one now because I clearly don't have one of those. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be running ads for 3 minutes. Eventually they'll kick on. There they go. We'll be right back. We're back. Long-range scanners. You find the source of the small distress call. It's a small research station. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of small control and is threatening to destroy the small station. Their small fire suppression system is not small responding. Your rock soldier tears through the airlock directly into the fire. You've never seen someone that large move that fast. Dispenses as much fire suppressant as possible until the heart of the blaze, and eventually the fire starts to die down. Hacking stun. Well, you know what? Without mind control, hacking stun is, and we're not boarding either. Hacking stun is actually not a negative. We're still gonna sell it because it's still pretty worthless, but it's actually not a negative. Store. Okay, let us think. I train engine crew. We probably take the repair human because we don't have mind control counter. I mean, we know our mantis isn't getting taken. You want to be Yungbing? All right. I think that's correct. I think Monty joined, but they wanted a mantis. Yeah. Yeah, finally don't need actual fuel at a store. It's true that we've been... That was like another thing. Like, FTL is a positive feedback loop. When things are bad, they just kind of keep getting worse. It's like, oh, you can't win fights, so you don't have resources. They had to buy resources, which is even less money. Okay. Do I sell hacking stun? It's like really not gonna do anything. I was thinking like we go small bomb for crew killing, but let's just go all in on the offense. So, Reloader is kind of interesting, and I thought about it for a little bit. It's not about how slow my weapons are. It's... And Mike Copley talked about this at one point. You're hitting certain breakpoints. Like, we're still... Even if I got one, I still wouldn't be able to out-volley with the halberd beam, like, cloak. Like, I wouldn't be able to get two in there, but I would be able to, like, get this to fire off before, like, a Hermes fires. And that, so that can be, like, significant. It also could be somewhat relevant against the, like, trying to get through the Zoltan shield. I'm kind of hoping we just, like, pick up a drone for that. I'd rather just get the weapon online, and we're just realize that we're in this very slow but very high damage volley. We might even dive. But for me, like, getting this weapon online fixes, like, those fights where we were hacking weapons and we're taking a long time to get through, so we actually have a quicker volley if we want it at 10 seconds. And we, like I said, I like to have at least 5 crew, particularly if I don't have a mind control counter. Well, I don't have mind control 2 counter, and crew killing is not super likely. Okay, they don't have a med bay. They're also, like, totally immune to fire. Okay, if they're there, can I, like, shoot and swipe you? Again, they're rocks. They have very high health. Okay. Cool. Orders. Okay. Another reactor feels better. Yeah. With this setup, trying like the going into more offense, like just like gets us through a bunch of stuff. I should probably get this up to level 4 next, so we have 100% cloaking. Except I'm pretty sure we don't, because of giant alien spiders. Okay, they're not boarding. They have a bunch of projectiles. I would generally not to like... I'd like to not be shot by them. What? Huh? What? Yeah. Dodges Bat Crow. Bat Crow indeed. That's actually kind of annoying. Need that to be vented. Hello, in Chateau. My name is what? My name is it Slim Shady? Okay, let's put the oxygen back on for a second. Pretty important. course you go that direction. I think I'm gonna need you to sit in engines. Well, I could try. Okay. I really didn't want the flak 2 to fire. Very close to being able to do so. He was bitten by a radioactive crow and thus granted proportionate strength and the ability of a crow, and that's how he became friendly murder herd crowman. That's my origin. Probably could have killed him last swipe. Not probably, I definitely could have just killed him last swipe. Yeah, I've seen BioShock Infinite. Yeah, that's true. Not sure why, but it was there. Well, I mean, it's just nice weather. A mantis ship here is adorned with rock body parts. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Two aliens face off over the vid screen. Cave-dwelling Pebble Man, yells the furious mantis captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you. That's where the Grocopter is registered? All right, I think all future conversations should be taken up with my lawyer. Tax evasion. I'm not Ragnar. How dare you? They painted their ship with the body of Rock Crew. This guy with a personal lawyer. I've had a personal lawyer. Well, no. Well, I had a lawyer on retainer. But I needed to. They were after me, and I needed that to stop. Imagine I've had lawyers was the one sending me money for inheritance. Yeah. Well, in a post-Columbine world, as a person who wore a trench coat and had already been expelled one time before, my school was very, very much in the position that they should just get rid of me for whatever reason they wanted, and applied a good deal of pressure in an attempt to do so. Which included investigating me with a cop on school property. So we hired a lawyer. And suddenly the school no longer cared about what I was doing. It was almost as if I wasn't actually a problem. You can be my lawyer, you get to keep... I can be your lawyer, Crow, if I get to keep this old bird cage. I mean, that sounds like a pretty fair trade. That sounds like a pretty fair trade. $100. Yes? Birdhouse in Your Soul. I love that song. That's a terrible offer. Stealth weapons? Ooh, stealth weapons is almost interesting. Everything else is not. 1-2 dive. Not to put too fine a point on it. Hey, Valamala, what are you, what question marking? There's been a lot of silly things said in the past moment. Salmon, the only bee in your bonnet, put a little birdhouse in your soul. I actually got to watch them perform. That was a good concert. Doing the things that a particle can. What's he like is not important. Particle man. Okay, do I want shield? I probably want to do a resyncing. Not really. I probably want the resync. No extra crew. Purdue in 1996. I went down to Kentucky, Lexington, which I also used as an excuse to go comic book shopping in Cincinnati. Well, there's no crew here, which is kind of what I was looking for. I think we're just gonna hold on to this little bit of money. Well, no one should have to deal with that. Yeah, so... apologies to those who've heard it. Back in 1999 was like the first American school shoot. Well, I guess the first, like, there probably were like minor incidents, but like the first mass shooting, which was at Columbine in Colorado, by individuals who were deemed the trench coat mafia. And I wore a trench coat in high school because I watched like X-Files and The Highlander and stuff like that. And they're very slimming, have pockets. All very good reasons. Anyways, so after that happened, like, the school board determined that the best course forward was not to deal with bullying in a healthy format, identify mentally, you know, well, I guess you would say like emotionally, like distressed individuals and those kinds of things. Instead, it was just anybody who wore black clothing should be expelled from the school. That sort of became their policy. So I got called down to the office and they're like, hey, things are really stressful. If they're too stressful, just tell us and we'll let you go home. And I was like, sure you will. I understood that to be that they'll let me go home forever. Like they would just expel me because they would say I was just mentally unwell. So I was like, neat. Sounds American. Yes. I also was a theater kid at that time. And heavy stage makeup a couple months I was always a trip. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I want to shoot now, I guess. It really has to be the halberd beam, doesn't it? So that was pretty much the gist of the first time I talked to them. Then I came back down again, and they said that I had threatened students. I assure you, I threatened no one. Like, like nothing. And I was like, who said I said that? We can't tell you. Okay, what is it that I supposedly said? Because I don't remember threatening anybody. We can't tell you that either. If you try to find out, we'll expel you. Cool. Well, I really can't add anything to this conversations that, like, did not happen. So I don't know anything about them. I got called down again for something else. And then, actually, well, somebody else was there. That's not relevant. And then I get called down the office again. And this time there's a cop there. And they were interviewing me because the cop said that somebody matching my description was seen in the parking lot across the street, which like students would sometimes park there and they're not supposed to. It's like a hospital. And I was like, uh-huh. And they're like, so, like, what do you have to say about that? Well, I don't have a driver's permit. I don't have a driver's license. Both my parents take their vehicles to work. There's not an available car for me at home. I've never sat any time behind a wheel to learn how to drive. Well, why do you think somebody saw you there? That's interesting. It went from somebody matching my description, again, 100% was not me, to a positive ID that they saw specifically me there. And I was like, I don't know, you get rides sometimes? Sure I do. What kind of cars are they driving? Well, I have a friend who drives this gold kind of like Outback thing. Oh, could it be mistaken as a green Jeep? And I said, no, it could be mistaken as a gold Outback kind of thing. What's your friend's name? What's their email address? Where do they live? What do your other friends do when you're not at school? What are their names? What are their email addresses? Do any of them have jobs? Where do they work? I don't know. So then I went home and I saw my dad and I just broke down and I cried, asked me what was wrong, and I explained to them, and we hired a lawyer. And the lawyer went and talked to them, and they wrote a very nice letter to the school saying if they had any further questions for their client, that they would have to be directed through them. The school had no further questions. I later found out it was actually really tough to get a lawyer because none of them wanted to take on a school district. So I take it you have a strong belief of trust in the American police and school systems? No, surprisingly. I have come to the realization that individuals in places of power perhaps don't really actually have power, and they have to do what the higher-ups actually tell them to do. And also a firm appreciation of the idea that just because their laws and rules that themselves don't describe inequity, they may not be applied equally. Like, honestly, the worst part, well, that part was pretty bad, but the other part is like trying to convince your friends that things are really bad and they don't get it because they're high schoolers. They made suggestions that I make up threats to get money. Like, you should be like, oh man, if I don't get 20 bucks for lunch, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was like, I'm definitely not going to do that. I'll get expelled. And they're like, no, you won't. I was like, attack the slaver scum. Why is level 1 mind control? Order does not always equal justice. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Probably should smash their weapons a little bit. Well, let's see. I mean, I'm probably okay for a while. Order justice. That was a lot of shots that hit. Boop, 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 boop. How much money did you make for the horror deal? Would you tell us? Yeah, no, I took the opportunity not to try to get expelled. I made no dollars. Do I want a crew? More than I want money? I don't know, it's high scrap rewards. I was out the money it took to hire a lawyer. Well, I guess my parents were out the money. It was to hire a lawyer. I was in drama, and we were doing this like Shakespeare Abridged kind of thing. And I had an idea. Yeah, I had an idea that this was the Leonardo DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet, same era. And we were going to do Romeo and Juliet, except we were going to wear a bunch of Hawaiian shirts. And for the sword fights, we were going to use lightsabers. Like, not real lightsabers, but fake lightsabers. And the highlight was going to be is when somebody was like a ghost character, they would be like, you know, somebody in a sheet with like the little eye holes cut out and a Hawaiian shirt. Claire Danes, yes, as well. John Leguizamo. And so my lawyer actually wrote a letter like, this is what their idea is, making sure that bringing lightsabers to school that are plastic things are not a problem. I remember my drama teacher shut it down and was like, I am the director. I was like, yeah, okay. Never. How dare you students think you have anything of interest of, like, add to this? Wild. Could get hit. How dare you? Yeah, like, how dare you in a classroom try to understand and present ideas? Again, America. America. We will do our best to crush any sort of independent thought you have so you can be another cog in the wheel. Ah, excellent. Excellent, excellent. We're diving, aren't we? Probably went reactor. Yeah, I don't know. She didn't really talk about it. Like I said, we sat down, wrote the letter, kind of went over it, like, you know, prepped me. You're not going to tell anybody at your school to go, like, F themselves, right? No. That was not part of my plan. Actually, she was really impressed. She's like, if everything you said is accurate, and I'm feeling that it is true, you handle those situations amazingly. I was like, yay. But again, I'd already gotten expelled before, so I knew that the school board were a bunch of liars. I knew that they were a bunch of no-good nicks. Probably other no-good Peters and Susans and other names. Oh, I really should have moved this crew into here. Why was I expelled before? So we were doing dioramas for my theater class, and we were told of the myriad of supplies that we could bring in, and these supplies did include X-Acto knives, which I had used before for various art projects, building model rockets, and second. So I brought it to school, and another student saw me with the X-Acto knife and reported that to, like, anonymously reported it to the school. Vice principal came over, asked me if I had it, and said, sure, yeah, I had it for my art project that we said we could bring in. They're like, uh-huh, confiscated it, left, came back, and said I needed to come down to the office and reported that I was expelled from school for bringing a weapon. There was a inquiry, trial, whatever. So I went before like 3 adults and had a discussion as to, like, because I was immediately suspended pending an expulsion. This was in Indiana. Zero tolerance policies. Yep, exactly that. So we go in for the meeting and explain, like, hey, like, the teacher brought it. There were other students who also brought this stuff. Also, just for a point of fact, I brought my mom's pinking shears. So they were scissors with like 18-inch long blades. Not a problem. The X-Acto knife with a 1/2-inch blade was a problem because it's called a knife. And it was specifically in our school book that we weren't supposed to have them. So we have the whole conference, we have a conversation. They said, we'll let you know. And they came back and they said, look, what we're going to do, that sinks, is we're going to still suspend you for like the first half of the semester because you signed this rule book that says you weren't supposed to do it, but then we'll let you back in. You're not fully expelled. I was like, that sucks, but I can't do anything about it, so okay. As my time for renewal was nearing, my father went to the school to ask, like, so what do I need to do to get ready to come back? And they said, oh, no, you're expelled. And we're like, no, we had a hearing and everything. And they said that, you know, me, a student, was coming back. And they're like, no, we decided to ignore that, not tell you that we ignore that, and give you a full expulsion. Though I would be allowed to take my finals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love authority. It's the best. Crew? Lack is interesting. Man, do we go flak? That's dumb. Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, I couldn't tell you what was going through their heads that they thought that that was like why to do it that way. And so I was like, sophomore? Yeah, I mean, like, so I went through the whole thing, which apparently didn't actually matter. Black gives me a buffer point, but I don't think I want to spend the money for it. If you have the opportunity to be cruel, they have. See, I'm thinking it's weird that Grom got a random bit. Yeah, I heard about that. I've almost like, you know, my personal kidding, very, very kidding grievances with Grom alone. I think I've only heard like one person who wasn't a reputable source who did not like shining praise for Grom. You can clip this into like Grom. Like every person I talk to tells me or mentions Grom in like glowing admiration. In fact, there was a, you know, like I would be myself in other people's channels, like, and I was like, man, Elad did a thing that wasn't very nice to me. And people are like, what'd you do, Crow? And I go, okay, you know what? That's fair enough. Elad, very super nice person. I completely understand it. And then I said something very similar like a week later or so about Grom. And they're like, what'd you do to Grom? I was like, really? Grom? That one hurt a little bit. But, you know, that's me. That's I earned that reputation. Right, like the idea of I don't want to go through this, I don't want the thought process, just, you know, destroy a kid's future because it doesn't cost you anything. Just not always cheerful. Yeah, I think that's completely fair in Shadow. I think that's bang on. Crow, what did you do to Farb? I did nothing to Farb. That Farb didn't deserve. One, two, three, four, five, six. Can I even be here in 6? I don't know if I can be there in 6. Oh, I was gonna do something cute, but I can't. This is very not good. Because they're power in their hands and no consequences. Yeah, like, it was just like, hey, should we ruin some kid's life for no apparent reason? And I'm like, eh. All right, so we need shields 3. I would like this to be at least level 3, this to be upgraded, this to be upgraded, that to be upgraded, pilot needing to be upgraded. At a minimum. Do I get sensors just to get them hack something else? I don't know if I'll get that kind of money. Yeah, no, Grom's a sweetheart. Two, three, four, 5. Well, if that's a die, the rest of them won't be. Okay, weapons are set. Shields 3 should probably be next in. I guess we're just trying to get money. I was hoping to pick up like another crew here, or something that helps enable crew killing, but we didn't really get anything. There's also not even an offensive drone to help us with this ult and shield. Do I just shield hack? No, I mean, I just weapon hack. We do the old weapon hack thing. Take a year and a half. Eventually they get through. None of these are 2s, though. We'll just do a lot of damage. Because we can cloak the first volley. Wow, that just missed. We'll go through piloting and just crush their weapons. Oh, right. I don't have... I don't have level 3 hacking. That doesn't go through 4 shields. Hello, Dragon Sage. Thank you for the ping. You too, Kuro. Even if you ban all the innocent free follower bots, we still think you're good deep down inside. Thank you. I try. I really do. It's in, like, my innate nature. But I appreciate it when others appreciate it. Thank you for the ping in Shadow. And again, stop the exclamation point. There's not a command for that. Would have loved the dodge there. Gosh, Halberd beams are good. The recruit. That's for like Darkest Dungeon too. Coco is not trained. Coco is highly trained. Well, I guess Coco trained us. Oh, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a dive. 2, 3. That's very, very close. You have 4. Yeah, there's so many points. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, if I just go now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, that's pretty close. Why can't I join coins to Dig Dug? There should be a Dig Dug thingy worthy a pile of points. I am sure Dig Dug is not interested in such accolades. Definitely not. Points are only important as much as they can be gene for Musica. Oh my gosh. I can't remember the last time anybody mentioned Musica. Hopefully that trend continues for the next time it is mentioned. Stun bomb. All right, hold on a second. I gotta kind of lock in here. Musical was a failed idea of me doing a musical. It's you singing songs by request. Yeah, I was supposed to like write songs. And they got started by others, and somehow I was then responsible. I made it like a 1,000,000-point redemption. Okay. What we're going to do is try and hit a bunch of other systems to make them run away. I think it's like once you hit 4 systems, they're supposed to just leave you alone. Crow chickened out. All right, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that because it's true. I didn't want to do it. I was like, I couldn't figure out exactly. I was like, so was I supposed to write like a bunch of songs? Or do like shanties, like parodies and stuff? I was like, dude, that's so much work. There's no chance, right? Let's just... Cool. Ooh. All right. I will take that. What would it mean to crow out? I mean, crow is a verbalization. It can be. It might involve murder. Eat crow. Yeah, I mean, you can eat crow too. That's also true. Don't eat crows. They're very useful. And can use simple tools. Nice. Okay. Money's good. Chance at double rewards. Double impressive barrage. They dispose of my apple cores? I use complex tools? Nah, alright. Yeah, alright, Shada. Okay. Probably 10 shots we should. All the venting. All the weapon hacking. One offline. Why do you put Apple cores in your laptop? Because it's an IBM computer? So it's an Apple? Technically, it's an Apple core. Yeah, I think that's good. Close it on. Exciting parts of the run? Oh man, I think it was Sector 5 where we finally got like, oh, okay, we might actually win this. But hello. Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. So annoying. Okay, everything's fine. Go back to your own ship, please. Mm-hmm. Cores in the garbage. I get fruit flies. Put apple cores on my back porch. They disappear. Yeah, fruit flies, gnats. Oops. Things nobody wants. Nice. Okay. That'll do. There are food flies. Sometimes they come in as a Trojan horse by having eggs on the fruit and or vegetables you buy, which they hatch in your garbage post. Oh. I just set up like 2 fly strips in heavily trafficked areas. I don't know if I can get this crew kill or not. It's a maybe. This is a cute idea. Gotta go for the bio swipe. But why are you running to the med bay? Oh, because you're dead. Okay, probably not using it. If I went back in time, would I tell the computer industry, like, please let us use little Indian use for path separators in UCTF-8, okay? Thanks, bye. Fruit flies like a banana. We might go like 1, 2, and then dive back. Like, I need shields 3. That's just not a negotiable. It's not negotiable. 29 bucks or... Right, what are you hacking? Oxygen. Okay, it's more than level 2 hacking. It's not level 3 hacking. Okay, let's just make it not a problem anymore. In the base 12 number system, that won't help computer systems, but it'll get much better divisions than 10. And 360 degrees. I always thought I would try to find a way to save, like, the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Tell them Terminator 2 is a documentary if we allow AI to go unchecked. Okay, $45. Interesting. Rail like those charged lasers a day. Yeah. Sure seems that way. Okay. All right, so final things we would want. Level 2 pilot, upgrade the oxygen would be nice. Level 3 cloaking, level 4 shields. I think that would be kind of all of our priorities. I shouldn't have to spend any money before that. I don't think. Let's get this. This just makes sure we're like out of the dive. Well, pretty sure. Okay. Four shots incoming. Oh. Shoot. That's like the worst case scenario. I was trying to think if I could get here without having to cloak. Come on. Okay. Oh. You arrived at an outpost close to the Federation base. Your access code gets you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral totally speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this, and who are you?" Explain your mission. Well, there's also like ads coming up in like 3 minutes. So, I gotta speed through this. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzel of the Engine Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk small or save none. You'll risk small, chat. but just this once. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It is the small rebel flagship. Small totally responds. It's settled. The small rebels will be here in a matter of small moments. We'll do what we can to hold off their small warships, but you must succeed in destroying this small flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and other small repair stations can provide aid as well. Small luck. Let's get this person. Oh, there's fighting in the war room. Oh, we don't have sensors, so they didn't know. There's no fighting in the war room. All right, we'll be back 3 minutes. Ooh, don't like that. Coaster Tycoon, I've never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. Actually, some games I'm interested in went on sale recently, including the new game from the Chicken Police series. All right, we are back. Let's see if I can get away with not resetting my crew's health. Two, three. All right, so they're gonna go there. It's gross. You're not buying games right now? Always be buying games. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3. Kind of just get a bunch of money and then make decisions at the flagship. Okay, 1, 2, 2 shield suppression. So the only thing that is a threat is the missile. Which we should be able to cloak. You see, that isn't played by UB exclusive versions. I have no idea how to do any computer program. Feel free to keep going. I mean, that's great. Just it is lost on myself, I'm afraid. Can they run? No, it's gonna be harder. No, those are not things I'm interested in. Also, I should swap those positions because I actually want these to land later because they do have fire chance. Not like that's what I'm banking on, but just... would be better. Give myself a chance for fires. Door. Oh, that's store. I mean, I have two things I can sell at the store. Maybe we pick up another crew. Nah, I don't think so. I kind of just want drone parts, and I'm concerned about like quintuple diving. Jeez. Am I defense droning this? Shield hack, double G's. Okay, shield hack doesn't look like it takes too long. Okay, sorry. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I was supposed to stop them. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. That helps. Actually don't have to hit the weapons. Just kind of the whole point of the whole hack and cloak cycle thing. Nice. Shields for it's $180. I'm well short of that. Now I don't feel nearly as bad as using one of these. Yeah, of course. Alright, Kaiser might be sacrificed. Okay. Do I just pre-cloak? The answer is yes. Also, this doesn't do anything right now, so we can take the power from that. Buying time, buying time, buying time. Okay, got him. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. I see plus. So funny. There's like there's all these different gaming engines, and then there's all the different coding and programming and all that stuff. The difficulty of getting things done just because languages are different, but they serve different functions. No matter what. All right, we have 216 scrap. Okay, how much do I like just getting 4 shields? O2 hack should not be death. That's so much money. All right, let's do this. There's this beacon here afterwards. We might be able to get enough. No one's being blamed for anything. Like, Shields 4 just has, like, a bunch of safety features, but we're still a little bit susceptible. Like, we don't have strong anti-boarding. My reactor late. He's got the defense drone. No, no, Dragon's Age, not go Rebels. Go Crow, go me. Thank you, I guess. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Betrayal. Good night, Dragon Sage. This is it, the Rebel flagship. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. Okay, so you're... Boy, that angle. Yeah, we just let that one go. We just let that one go. Okay. That got hit, that got hit. This one? Okay. That's offline. Jeez, that was a lot of damage. I don't think we missed. Flasher shields to deal with ions because they don't have 4 shields. All right, maybe we shoot this enough that these run into here and we get at least 2 crew kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No? That's unfortunate. So, like, we didn't take this store, and while these weren't going to be dives back to here, this, like, would have been. Wait, we would have been one jump back. Yeah. Gosh, we could just go to the repair. It's guaranteed. Not really concerned about drones. No money? Shoot. Okay. 40 bucks. We hold on. So we can't screw around trying to get crew kills in phase 2. It's just way too dangerous. What we can try and do is, like, we put the charge and the halberd beam into missiles and the charge 2 into missiles, just to, like, ensure that it's offline. It's very important that the missiles are offline. And then, like, the charge lasers into shields. And then maybe volley 2, all the charges into shields to try and get a kill. Or we set up for kidnap strats. Delcina. I've used Delcina so many times, and I'm amused every single time I type it. Every time. Okay. You chase down the flagship. Discovers heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. So many crew. Are you kidding me? So annoying. Okay, better chance my shots land. All right, you're not landing in a vital spot. Wow, we're about to get hit here. All-2 cloak it is. So this is my hack. I mean, I guess I can actually let them punch down my hacking a little bit. Okay, I wait. Wow, that was actually like a bang-on cloaking right there. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, we just kill them. All right, we got like 0 crew kills. We got like 0 crew kills. Makes me think we should have to upgrade doors. Anything else I can do with it? Oh, so we won't be able to run very quickly. Jump into the flagship. Hope for the best. Almost assuredly, we're running away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're not certain how to keep fighting the amount of damage it's sustained. Looks like it's transferred power to the teleporter, as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Weapons. Okay, it's fine. Okay, we just let them go, and then we vent them. All right, we've taken 2. We can spend the drones. Oops. The one to piloting is actually very much a problem. We'll have to cloak it. Have to. So the idea here is we'll uncloak, 2 more will get on board our ship. Hopefully we have enough weapons charge that we get through the shield. We hack their missiles. And then we're very much on a runaway if things get a little bit too hairy. So we're not... We could possibly still win with like the missile hack because we could have like a 6-shot volley and a halberd beam. So we only need 50% of our shots to land to interact with them. And because our pilot can't get mind control, we can always jump away. So that's also not a problem. Just waiting. We're just waiting. Okay, 2 boarders are dead. Okay, they're going the wrong direction. Hack. Okay. Battery. Just kidding. All right, we can jump away. Our cloaking should be good. We just gotta wait for our weapons to charge up. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's see if we break missiles. Ooh, okay. We did 3 damage to missiles. That slows them down a considerable amount. Okay, we have a little bit of trouble here. But should only need a level 1 cloak. Try to break timing as fast as possible. Okay. So what I want to do is slug here, slug in this spot, this crew back down there. And so they're leaving our NG friend alone. Ooh, actually, let's do this. Nice. Okay, so our NG friend will occasionally get punched, but that's okay. Is it a good idea to fire to end the cloak early? It can be. So, like, the timing on the surge in phase 3 is basically the exact same as, like, cooldown on the cloaking. So you can just do, like, a low... Again, it fires independent. Like, all the other weapons charge time. So, like, if you're cloaked, they're not charging. There's... Oh, geez. So, in terms of what, like, there's a philosophy which I vehemently disagree with, which is you eat the first 3 missiles, and then you cloak the surge with the missiles, the second time the missiles fire. Okay? And being that the cloaking will then be always up for the surges, is the idea, and it'll mitigate, like, a bunch of damage on that the first time you use it. I don't like that because the missiles are really incredibly dangerous. They are hard-coded to essentially be heavy laser ones that just deal 1 point of damage. So high chance of breaches, high chance of causing fires being very bad. And I always want to be at my max as long as possible, like all my stuff functioning. So the strategy that we use, most players use now, and actually that's also why people only use to get, like, level 1 cloaking, because that's essentially all it was just cloaking the surge. Now we use high level cloaking, like level 3. One is for the cloaking, hacking, and weapons, but we use a level 3 cloak against the missiles. And what we do is we drop the shields so that the missiles, like, don't do hit detection here and the shield bubble. They do it in the rooms. And if it hits, like, a room that you don't care about, you just let it hit. You only cloak if it's something kind of, like, vital. And what that does is, because the missiles, while they do fire at the same time, the surge doesn't. It fires to the same time relevant to itself, but not the first surge. So if you do a level 3 cloak and let the missiles come, like, all the way in, there's a high chance, not 100%, a very high chance that a level 3 cloak will last from the first missile volley to the surge. Through the surge. And I'm also a proponent that you should cloak these missiles anyways. Like, they're like you tank the surge. You want to have, as I said, you know, if it's like this hits you in the cloaking with a fire, hits you in piloting, and hits you in weapons, suddenly your ability to get through the Zoltan shield goes way down. That's very dangerous. So it's why I recommend cloaking the missiles. So yeah, so that's the general strategy that almost everybody at the higher ends now uses, is to try and do a level 3 cloak all the way through. And then, yeah, the surge does not have smart targeting, but they can hit the same system. There's actually this really funny clip on, like, that on Rakka's, where I think they hit him in the weapons like 3 or 4 times. It's ridiculous. I'll try and find that. But anyways, so once you get the cloak in on the surge timing, you fire your shot so you just get out of cloak faster. That was again, that's kind of like old school tech. So that your surge your cloaking will come off cooldown faster, or start cooldown faster, and then be up for the next surge. So that's the general strategy I'm using in phase 3 with a level 3 cloaking, is you drop your shields after you take the 3 laser shots, see where the missiles are going, and to delay your cloak as long as possible, and do a level 3 cloak to clear the missiles, and try to clear the surge. And then after that, do everything you can to break missiles. I think that's another thing that's kind of the older thought process was like, okay, well then you do like a bunch of damage. It's just like, no, once you kill missiles, if you have cloaking, you're fine. Like you're just safe. I don't know if I win this. Apparently not. I only have 2 shots. I guess we can wait till 4. Oh, we got hacking back up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So see, now our cloaking is actually ready for the surge. GG's. Cool, we didn't have to go. Nice. So like I said, there we still had a lot of shots in Halberd Beam, and we set up that we were going to run away if we needed to, and we just didn't need to. Thanks for the GG's. Stealthy, it takes like so much money to get Stealthy going. It just takes so much money because you cannot scale. Sleep with the rebels. And I dragon. Again. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Can I search by... No, God, that's so dumb. I thought I could search by channels. Oh, by channels, there we go. Mm-hmm, that's the one. Yeah, no, search though. Oh. Can I pop this out? All right, hold on a second. No, not that. Can we do this? Yeah. So this is from Rakagak. Clearly winning. Everything's totally fine. Three shots into the weapons.
Wow.
FTL's petty sometimes. What can you say? Fair enough. $48 in Farb. I don't think we kill a lot of ships. We definitely didn't kill a lot of ships. Didn't get a Mantis either. Win. Out of what the rack moment? Yeah. 32, 96, 16, 46. For a final score of 48-69 for 25 wins in a row. Okay, we take those. Let's check the stats. We check the stats. So Sector 1 was okay. Normally it's like 125 and 25. So we'll take that. This was a free Halberd Beam, so Halberd Beam is like worth its actual value. Yeah, he got fully mastered. I don't remember what run that was. We had 2 NG sectors. Like the Nebula wasn't very hot. This NG sector was not good. It had the stores that we needed, and then this other NG sector wasn't super good, but and we didn't even get to sell off those free things. Yeah. Oh, no, I guess we had 3 NG sectors. That's a lot of NG sectors. And the Nebula, we had sold off the long range scanners to get shields online. I don't know if that's how it is. I would almost assume like that would have been a rock from a starting crew that was used a lot. So they would have been trained like 8 masteries. I don't know. Trying to think of the scenario where also like I could see it being like Rock A, where it's like, oh, we like originally trained you in piloting, got select pilot, moved you over, did some boarding stuff. I don't really remember, but good job. And then the scrap wasn't super awful. It wasn't great.